Welcome back, everyone. So if you absolutely love a team that just consistently punches way above its weight, a team that literally defies the odds on the biggest stage imaginable, well, you are definitely in the right place today. We're breaking down the Australian men's national football team, the universally beloved Socceroos, and we are analyzing their upcoming campaign for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Okay, let's dive into this explainer.
Can the gritty Socceroos make history and actually reach the quarterfinals? That's the ultimate question we're answering today. The 2026 World Cup in North America is looming large, and Australia is heading in as this meticulously disciplined unit, aiming for unprecedented success. We're going to look at the data, the tactics, and the personnel to see if this squad can finally shatter their own historical ceiling.
Part 1. A legacy of overachieving. To really understand where the Socceroos are going, we first have to understand their historical identity. Unlike footballing giants like Brazil or France, Australia isn't exactly known for glamorous global superstars. Instead, they're known for their pure ability to simply outwork their opponents. You can clearly see that evolution right here. They made a grueling tournament debut back in 1974 in West Germany. That was followed by 3 decades of, frankly, agonizing near misses. But then came the legendary 2006 squad finally breaking through to the round of 16. Fast forward to 2022 in Qatar, where they absolutely stunned the world by keeping top 10 ranked Denmark completely scoreless, matching that round of 16 finish, and nearly toppling the eventual champions Argentina. So now, entering their 6th consecutive World Cup cycle in 2026, the target has officially shifted. They want the quarterfinals.
And all of that grinding, it brings them to their current global FIFA ranking, which is 27. Think about that for a second. They are comfortably inside the top 30 nations in world football. This cements their status, not just as, a plucky participant who's just happy to be there, but as a highly credible global competitor that can consistently go toe-to-toe with the world's best and actually pull off a massive result.
Part 2. The Popovic Revolution.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that the road to North America wasn't entirely smooth. Under former coach Graham Arnold, the team actually suffered a shocking home loss to Bahrain and a scoreless draw against Indonesia early in the 3rd round of Asian qualifying. This crisis triggered a massive managerial change, bringing in Tony Popovic. Popovic is a hard-nosed disciplinarian who, fun fact, actually played as a center back in that legendary 2006 squad. He instantly flipped the script, completely changing the team's DNA by implementing aggressive pressing and rapid physical transitions. He completely reinvigorated their hopes, securing crucial wins and an automatic berth. And let me tell you, Popovic isn't just here to participate. His stated target is to reach at least the World Cup quarterfinals. It is a wildly ambitious goal for a nation that has literally never reached the last 8. But Popovic demands substance. Fancy style points matter very little to him. What matters is absolute discipline and executing the game plan to achieve what no Australian team ever has.
Part 3. The Tactical Blueprint.
So, how exactly does Popovic plan to pull this off? Well, under his leadership, Australia has adopted a very distinct 3-4-2-1 formation. It's a highly rigid, European-style defensive structure, essentially acted as the engine room of the squad. When they're defending, those wingbacks drop deep, essentially forming an impenetrable back 5. Because of this rigid setup, the Socceroos are completely comfortable surrendering possession. They will happily let you have the ball, wait patiently for you to make a mistake, and then, boom, strike with a rapid counterattack. To quickly summarize their key tactical weapons based on the data, it's a pretty clear picture. Everything is built on that defensive solidity from the back 3. Behind them is their captain and elite shot stopper Mathew Ryan. Then you add in their immense danger from set pieces, those explosive attacking transitions we just talked about, and a core of deep tournament experience. Put it all together, and their entire foundation is built on being incredibly frustrating and unbelievably hard to break down.
Part 4. Key players and absentees.
Of course, tactics are only as good as the Warriors actually executing them on the pitch. Take a look at this number, 196. That is the height in centimeters of center back Harry Souttar. He has an absolutely towering presence. Playing his club football in the English Championship, his sheer physical size and aerial dominance make him the absolute linchpin of Australia's defense. Plus, he is a terrifying offensive weapon whenever Australia wins a corner kick.
And this brilliantly illustrates the beautiful contrast within this squad. On one side, you have the defensive wall of Harry Souttar and Cameron Burgess. They are unflashy, bruising, highly physical defenders.
Then, on the flip side, you have 20-year-old Watford winger Nestory Irankunda. This kid has devastating, electrifying transitional pace. I mean, he's the perfect game-breaking weapon. You absorb the opponent's pressure with a wall, and then you just break the game wide open with the lightning-fast speed of Irankunda on the counter. However, we do have to address a very serious setback for the team. Midfielder Riley McGree has unfortunately been ruled out of the entire tournament with a devastating hamstring injury. And guys, this is a massive blow. McGree was the energetic, technically gifted engine of their central midfield. He provided that vital, creative link between the defensive wall and that fast attack. His absence leaves a genuine void in the middle of the pitch, and smart opponents are absolutely going to try and exploit that weakness. Part 5, the Group D battlefield. With those weapons and that key absence in mind, let's look at the tactical hurdles ahead. So, the crucial point is that the math for Group D is totally brutal. The USA sits at 16th, Turkey at 22nd, Australia at 27th, and Paraguay at 40th. While Australia ranks above Paraguay, they are the clear underdogs against both the United States and Turkey. It's a really tough, gritty battlefield where the margins for error are just razor thin. The betting odds reflect exactly that dynamic too. Australia, sitting at plus 700, are considered pretty big long shots to win the group. They face some very specific, massive threats here. The USA has a massive home advantage as tournament co-hosts, and they'll actually face Australia in Seattle. Meanwhile, Turkey comes in with elite attacking flair, featuring players like Arda Güler and Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Turkey is actually the opening matchup for Australia, which makes it a wildly dangerous start to the campaign. Part 6, the final verdict. Let's move to and see how this builds a clear roadmap for the Socceroos, bringing together all the tactical data and that classic underdog narrative. Step 1, they absolutely must survive that opener against Turkey. Even a draw there opens up the whole group. Step 2, defy the American home crowd in Seattle. Again, a disciplined, frustrating draw against the USA would be huge. Step 3, use their physical advantage to overpower Paraguay from set pieces. Remember, this 2026 World Cup features an expanded 48-team format. That means the top 2 in the group, plus 8 of the 12 third-place finishers advance to the knockouts. So if Australia perfectly executes these 3 steps, they mathematically have a fantastic chance to advance. Which brings us to our final thought. Will Australia's ironclad defense and explosive youth be enough to shock the world? Popovich has clearly built a team that embraces the grind, armed with an impenetrable defense and the kind of youthful speed that can change a game in a single sprint. But with Riley McGree missing and heavy hitters like the USA and Turkey right in their path, the challenge is immense. Can this squad shatter expectations and reach the quarterfinals, forever changing the history of Australian football? Well, I guess we'll find out on the pitch. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time as we continue to break down the fascinating world around us.